Bought him as a total of 1 silver and 50 copper.
Alright, just dump that on your on your new character, I guess.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, so Rekoj has an extra sun rod that he hasn't used. I guess I'll make my new character keep it for now.
I looted everything that I cared about, which was the 1 silver and 50 copper.
Okay, I took, because Rekoj had an extra sun rod left, so I took his sun rod, on my new character, actually. Rekoj has an assorted, armory, which will donate to, the Dwarven, blacksmith, just to make his day. As for the armor, can we sell it? And if we sell it, how much are we gonna make out of it?
What is the armor? Where did you get it? Blood cut hide, is it?
Yeah, +1 blood cut hide.
It's worth 840 GP, so you can sell it for, what, a fifth of that?
168 gold then.
Let me just verify what the selling price is.
We wash it in soap before we sell it. Cause you know, if it looks pretty, it's probably worth a penny more.
But it's hide armor. Wouldn't washing it possibly damage it?
Nah.
So yeah, you would get 168 for it. Are you gonna sell it?
Yeah, well unless Wintier takes it. What armor is Sorrow wearing?
She's a wizard.
Qualifier.
Oh, right, never mind.
Does she have a
Or is it a wizard or a warlock? I forgot what class.
Wizard.
Is.
Alright, we'll sell it, I guess. So everyone adds another 33 gold and 60 silvers. Wait. It's 100 silvers equals 1 gold, right?
No, 10.
Okay. Oh, right, because the conversion, yeah, okay. So, 33 gold and 6 silvers.
How many silvers?
6. And I think there's nothing else on Rekoj.
So you guys have finished looting yourselves?
Almost. I'm stealing the sun rods.
No, I already took the sun rod from Rekoj.
I have sun rods on me, on Autumn.
Oh, okay. So, Coltaine, as a hilarious joke, decides to take all of Rekoj's weapons and give them to the Dwarven blacksmith. And when he meets him, he says that it was Rekoj's dying wish to donate all of these weapons to him.
Alright, well first off, when you guys go to the blacksmith, who goes? All of you?
Yeah, I guess.
So as you guys enter his shoppy, that's O-P-P-E, he's got a sour expression on his face until he sees Wrecked, at which point he calls out, "Ah, Wrecked, that's bloody good to see you again, cousin."
And Rek goes up and gives him a good cousinly Dwarven hug. Aye!
Don't be telling me that you've fallen in with this lot.
What's wrong with them? Rekt asks.
Ah, nothing. I just be yanking your beard. They're good solid folk. The heroes of Winterhaven. And he frowns as he's looking over and just sees Coltaine and Wintier and says, "Speaking of which, where are they all?"
Coltaine says, "Our mutual friend Rekt actually died in battle."
Wrecked died?
Ah, damn it! This is the problem with having two characters with almost the same name. So Coltaine says, our mutual friend Rekoj, the ginormous monster, as you recall, died in battle.
Ginormous oaf.
The blacksmith casts his head down and lets out a quiet sigh, shakes his head softly and says, I knew that hide armor would be the death of him. It's my bloody fault. I didn't try hard enough to convince him of the benefits of dwarven armor. Look at the lot of you, all decked out in dwarven armor, 'cause you know it's the best. I'm responsible for the poor oaf's death.
Yeah. But Coltaine takes out like all of Rek's weapon and says, well, I would assume that he would want you to have all of these, though.
I assume he would. He knows that I'd keep good care of them, 'cause he never bloody did. I'll be sure to honor all these weapons. As much as a bloody idiot he was, he truly was a king among men.
Yeah, king among men. I don't think he was a man, but okay.
Exactly.
Okay. So Rekt says, how about we have a toast for that old oaf then? We'll meet at the bar.
Rafton's in. I can go for a flagon.
So be it. And then Coltaine says, we'll have to go to the temple first. And so the group goes to the temple.
Alright, you speak with Sister Linora, and you arrange the, you make the funeral arrangements. The funeral will be held tomorrow morning, and what would you like written on the tombstones?
I don't know.
Autumn on it, what was it, Stabby Stabby or Stabbity Stabbity?
Stabby Stabby. You should know
Just
quite well.
just
I
Stabby
always want to stab
Stabby
them.
or your name as well.
Well, my name, obviously. Somebody needs to know who the hell it belongs to.
So Autumn, and underneath that, Stabby Stabby.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Alright, what about Rekoj?
How about Rekoj? The roaming armory.
Alright.
Unless you can think of something funnier to write for his thingy.
Yeah, here lies Rekoj. He was good people.
Here lies Rekoj, a bold and handsome man. It's like people in the future will be like, yeah, he must have been a really good looking man. Until they dig up the grave and find that it's a freaking monster.
Alright, let's put all of that on it then.
Alright, sure.
So, was it Rekoj, the walking armory? What was the other thing you said, Dave?
A great and handsome man. A bold and handsome man.
A bold and handsome man. Okay, so Rekoj, the walking armory, a bold and handsome man. Underneath that, he was good people.
He was good people.
See, I'm not even sure if you get any of those jokes because whenever you weren't around, Doug would NPC Rekoj, and as a running gag, he would always make Rekoj say, "Rekoj is good people."
Are you serious? Oh!
Oh, that's just the tip of the iceberg.
God damn it! I knew I shouldn't have let
Dude,
play
you
my
should
character.
go back and listen to every session that you weren't there for.
Aw, man. Okay, wait. Wind tier. Can I control wind tier today?
Sure.
I'm gonna make him soil himself, and every single time I'm in control of him, he's gonna soil himself a bit more.
But what is the reason for the soiling? Rekoj saying Rekoj is good people was in context. That made sense.
He didn't have an intelligence of 0.
What?
Rekoj had like a normal intelligence. He wasn't like dumb or anything.
What's your point?
Well, saying something like Rekoj is good people sounds like he's a dumbass, like friggin'
Well, he is the
Thog
big
from.
brute, so...
Hey, there are perfectly intelligent people that don't speak good English.
Very
Fine.
true.
For all we know, you know, Common could be Rekoj's second or third or 10th language, and he's perfectly fluent in Goliath, or whatever Goliaths speak. Grunting, I guess.
I think that's more orc. Goliath is more like screaming.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so Sister Linora says that the tombstones will be prepared. The funeral will be held tomorrow morning. That if any of you would like to say anything, prepare a speech, a eulogy, if you will, and you're later informed by Lord Padrig that a celebratory feast will be held in honor of the Drogans tomorrow night.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. Well, I guess in keeping with the gag, I'll make Coltaine will say at the eulogy that Rekoj
Oh, hold on,
was
hold
good
on.
people.
We'll get to the eulogy. You know, if you want to collect your thoughts now, feel free to do so.
No, that's the only thing I'm gonna say, that he was yeah.
Don't
Is
forget
anyone
they
else
called
gonna
you
speak?
Fearless leader, or glorious leader, or something along those lines.
Alright, let's just fast forward to the funeral then. Agreed?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys, the Drogans, they first go for a drink at Rafton's, and then they go to bed, get some hard-earned rest after finally, at long last, completing a long and arduous mission. You can finally sleep at ease. You can feel comfort in the air. Whereas previously in Winterhaven there was always this sort of air, not of hostility, but of tension. You can sort of feel a shadow looming over the town. That shadow has now lifted. You get wonderful sleep. Morning comes. You go to the cemetery. You find most of the town is gathered there to commemorate or to mourn Rekoj and Autumn. Sister Linora heads the funeral proceedings and says some very nice words. In fact, if Rekoj would like to help, Rekt, if Rekt would like to help,
I told
being
you!
a priest. Yes, thank you for creating a character with a similar name. If Rekt would like to... I'm still calling Sorrow Autumn, so, like...
That's really bad.
It's because I think... Okay, female character, Autumn. Anyway. Yeah, if Rekt would like to help with the ceremony, it's, you know, your standard boilerplate, not to diminish the somberness of the occasion, but yeah, it's your standard boilerplate funeral, you know, reading passages of holy scripture. Does Rekt help out? Or Morgan, for that matter, she's a paladin.
Yeah, Rekt helps out.
Alright, and then comes the time for anyone to speak up, to say a few words about Autumn and or Rekoj.
So Coltaine walks forward and says, well, when I first met Rekoj, I was quite scared. He wasn't exactly a average human man, or a man at all, for that matter. But after traveling quite a bit with the big oaf, he began to grow on me. And in the end, well, as we like to say, as he liked to say, he was good people.
There's murmurs of agreement among the crowd.
Yeah, someone else talk about Autumn, because I don't know anything of what to say here.
That's nice.
No, that was OOC, obviously, right?
Yeah, I know, but even OOC, that's nice.
Well, if I were to say anything, I would be like, yeah, she died a lot. At least this time she dies for, like, permanently. Which isn't exactly nice either.
Okay, so I'll speak for Coltaine and say, when we met Autumn, she was just a mercenary, looking out for money. But over time, we discovered that there was more to her. She sacrificed herself to save a friend of ours, Zook. And that proved to us that, deep down, she had a heart of gold. Rest in peace, Autumn. I hope that you can stab everything you want up there in the afterlife. Coltaine steps away, allowing anyone else to step up and speak, if they so choose to. Wintier steps up and simply says, about Rekoj. Good night, sweet prince. There's a moment's pause, and it seems like Sister Linora is about to conclude the ceremony when a figure emerges from the crowd, walking determinedly with purpose forward to speak. It's an older gentleman, a short, roundish man, wearing curious clothing, a black hat, a monocle, and you recognize him, or Coltaine does at least, as none other than Jacques Orville Kelly Arabit the Red. He steps forward, Sister Linora nods, letting him speak. He clears his throat, adjusts his hat, fixes his monocle, smooths out his vest, clears his throat again, cracks his knuckles, opens up his vest, reaches in, pulls out a few sheets of parchment. He holds them at arm's length, squints, holds them closer, scrutinizes, shuffles through the pages, until he finds one that he seems content with, inhales deeply, and says, asparagus. He puts the papers back in his vest, steps away, falls into the open grave. There are many face palms among the crowd.
That was awesome.
No kidding.
Wrecked is completely like wrecked. He's like WTFing in his mind.
Someone, seeing Wrecked confused, turns to him and says, "That's just Jacques. He's senile. He was hit in the head by a horse and he's never been the same since." In the meanwhile, people are helping Jacques out of the grave. It was Rekoch's grave.
Obviously.
So he fell on top of the coffin. And with that, the pallbearers or whomever is supposed to do this stuff starts tossing dirt on the coffins, and the crowd begins to disperse, leaving. And at that point, Coltaine and Wintier decide now is the time to have their little conversation and head on over to locate Ninaron's body. And we will let Nick and Doug play this out. So
That'll be funny.
yeah, that's why there's no way I want anyone other than these two to roleplay through this. So we're gonna put a little asterisk there. They're gonna have their conversation while everyone else is away, and they'll later rejoin you guys at the party tonight. And we're gonna find out next session what that conversation was. So, in the meanwhile, you want to fast forward to the party?
Yeah.
Wait, before we forget, XP? Question mark.
Dude, what do you think is gonna be at the party?
I thought there was gonna be
women,
wild
beer,
war.
hookers.
And we'll give the XP there too. Make
Okay.
it really celebratory.